Hello, lovely students. Are you ready for a lesson that is going to give your advanced vocabulary and grammar skills a much-deserved boost? Well, today we're going to do just that. This video is long, but trust me, it's going to be worth every minute. I'm going to help you speak confidently in everyday situations, but we are pushing things to the extreme because you're going to learn how to talk about everyday scenarios at a mind-blowing C1 level. From your morning routine to ordering fast food and even navigating touchy subjects like flirting and breaking up, this lesson is going to give you the tools you need to use advanced vocabulary and grammar in real life. To a certain extent, some of these examples are a little bit dramatic. In all seriousness, my C1 students tell me that this is their favorite type of lesson. It's basically the most fun way to learn advanced English. To make sure you get the most out of this incredibly useful lesson, okay, now you know what's happening. Let's dive into your daily routine at the C1 level. Get ready to learn how to describe your day-to-day life with really impressive vocabulary and grammar. Hello, lovely students, and welcome back to Bookish English. The first thing you learn when you take your first English class is normally the daily routine, right? I wake up, I get up, I eat breakfast. And I thought, what would a daily routine look like at the C1 advanced level? I started to write this lesson just as a little experiment, and it ended up becoming so interesting that I've decided to make it into a video for you. In this lesson, I am going to give you a daily routine on steroids. And on steroids means the most extreme version, or a very extreme version. In this daily routine, I am going to give you a ton of super advanced C1 vocabulary, and we're going to cover lots and lots of C1 level grammar structures. So, if you really want to test your English skills, this lesson is for you. I also want to mention before we start that this is going to be quite an extreme daily routine, and some people will probably want to let me know, English people do not speak like this in real life. No, I totally agree. I just want to see how far we can go with advanced grammar and advanced vocabulary. All I know is it's going to be complex, and it's going to be fun. Upon waking up to the melodious chimes of my alarm clock, I embark on my well-established morning routine that I've perfected over the years. First and foremost, I indulge in a brief meditation session, allowing me to clear my mind and start the day with a sense of calm. In addition to my mental exercise, I dive into a challenging 30-minute workout session, but I guess it isn't so much challenging as it is invigorating. After freshening up, I pamper myself with my nourishing skincare regimen, ensuring a well-hydrated and glowing complexion. I told you this is a daily routine on steroids. In order to reach the C1 level of vocabulary and grammar, there aren't many people in the UK that speak like this on a daily basis. Okay? So, in addition to loads of really great vocab, we also have quite a few C1 level grammar structures. Let's start by looking at these 3 clauses. What do you notice about them? We have, upon waking up to the melodious chimes of my alarm clock. We have, allowing me to clear my mind and start the day with a sense of calm. And we have, ensuring a well-hydrated and glowing complexion. Well, these are known as non-finite clauses. A non-finite clause is a type of clause that doesn't have a subject and a finite verb, a verb with tense and agreement. In other words, it's an incomplete sentence that can't stand alone as a complete thought. Non-finite clauses use verbs in their base form, infinitive, or the ing form, the present participle, without specific subject information. These incomplete sentence building blocks help add more context and information to our sentences. Now, let's take a look at another structure in this paragraph. It isn't so much challenging as it is invigorating. So, using not so much plus adjective plus as plus adjective is an advanced comparative structure we use to compare two related qualities. Okay, I'm going to address one more grammar concept from this paragraph before we move on to the rest of my routine. Compound adjectives like well-established, 30-minute, and well-hydrated. So compound adjectives are adjectives that are formed by combining two or more words to create a single descriptive term. These adjectives are commonly used to convey complex or specific qualities that may not be easily expressed with just one single word. I used several hyphenated compound adjectives in this first paragraph, and we use the hyphens to clarify that the words are meant to be taken together as a single descriptive unit. Right, let's see what I get up to with the rest of my C1 extreme. This is going to get complex. No sooner have I got dressed in my most casual yet professional attire than I am wolfing down a hearty breakfast to fuel my day ahead. With a steaming cup of herbal tea in hand, I scan the morning headlines to stay informed on the happenings of the world. Meanwhile, as I commute to work, I immerse myself in an audiobook, relishing the well-written prose and captivating storytelling. Thus, I arrive at work ready to tackle the day ahead of me. Wow, that's really sounding like a novel at this point. Okay, let's see what we've got here. In the first sentence, no sooner have I got dressed in my most casual yet professional attire than I am wolfing down a hearty breakfast to fuel my day ahead. The construction, no sooner have I got dressed, is an example of negative inversion. Negative inversion is one of my favorite grammatical structures. I absolutely love the way it sounds, and when students learn it, they can instantly sound so intelligent when they speak. So, negative inversion is where the usual word order of a sentence is inverted or changed when a negative adverbial expression is used at the beginning of the sentence. The construction is important because it adds emphasis. I'm not just saying, I have got dressed, but I'm highlighting the immediacy of the action by using no sooner. This construction often indicates that one action happens immediately after another, almost without any delay. Using negative inversion helps to add a little flair to the story instead of sticking to the same subject-verb type construction, but it should be used sparingly. If you use it too much, it will sound pretty contrived. The final two sentences featured signposts. And no, I'm not talking about these. I'm referring to language like meanwhile and thus.